So there are three principles that I want you to leave with after watching this series of videos about how to create great online courses. The first one is I want you to teach them, don't just present to them. And to teach them, you need to present the material, give hands-on exercises, and then give the solutions to those hands-on exercises. That's the first step. The next thing you need to do is make sure that you are included in all of your courses. And so that means having a picture of you on screen in all of your videos so that you can communicate as a human with other humans and they can see you when you're communicating with them. That's the best way for humans to communicate with each other. That's the second thing. And now the third thing is, what was the third thing? The third thing is to include yourself in all of your courses also by teaching the education hierarchy. So the education hierarchy is this idea that we're not just teaching skills and knowledge, but we're also teaching motivation. We're also teaching not just skills and knowledge, but also wisdom, motivation, and inspiration. So not only skills and knowledge, but also wisdom, motivation, and inspiration, right? And so what does that look like in practice, right? You want to share just like you would in the classroom. You go in, you teach, right? Here's today's subject, we cover it, and then when we're all done, I might tell you about a story that happened to me when I was driving to work today, or I might tell you about my friend Joe and something that happened to him. And so it's the same thing in online classes. When you get to the end of one video, you might say, okay, we're done talking about that aspect of programming, of recursion right now. From this point forward, there's not going to be any more programming in this video, but I want to tell you something that happened to me when I was driving to work today. And then you just share a personal anecdote. That way, the people who have come to the class and need to get through the material really quickly and just learn the material, they could stop watching the video at that point. And for those who want a little bit more human connection and want to know a little bit more about their teacher, they could hang out for this interesting story. So you got to break it up a little bit. Even when you're exercising, it's like you do some exercise and you might stop and watch CNN for a minute, you know? It's like you break it up a little bit. Same thing when you're learning. You're teaching them the material, but then also include those personal anecdotes at the end of the videos and say, okay, we're done with the course material. Now we're just going to have a personal story here. So you could stop watching if you don't want the personal story. You let the student choose, but then those who want the personal connection will stay for that part of the video. And then that helps your students feel an affinity with you, build an emotional connection with you, and that helps them do better in the course. So we're going to review in the next video the three things that you could do to create great online classes.